And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are talking the British Touring Car Championship is go this weekend, and go it was, with practice dominated, funnily enough, by Tom Ingram. But no, he was not the man who got pole. You can probably guess because of the thumbnail. Yes, all hail Dan the man, Dan Action Man, getting that pole in Donington and what it means. So if you want to get one pole in the year, it's going to be at Donington. And it was Dan, as in Dan CAMMISH, the teammate of the very much trophied champion Ash Sutton, who, to be fair, starts alongside him. But why is this the most important pole of the year? Or maybe important, and I'd like to say significant pole of the year. Well, there he is. Dan CAMMISH claims first pole position at Donington? What am I on? There we go. There is the handsome Dan the man with his just, well, I won't say 5 o'clock shadow, morning shadow, the morning after shadow, in terms of his, kind of like a beard. Anyway, I digress. The reason why is because this qualifying session, there is no, you're going to be slow. There's no lack of boost like in the past. There's no, we're going to put more weight in your car. It's just flat out. All the cars are the same. The fastest man wins. The fastest car and driver package wins. And on the 26th of April, which is a Saturday, for qualifying for Donington, Dan CAMMISH, Dan the man, was the fastest driver at Donington, and that's why it's such an exclamation mark, and I think one of the most significant poles of the year. This guy was fastest, although if you watched the qualifying session, legend has it, he went wide so many times. I think at some points he made it to Silverstone and Thruxton. I mean, the amount of laps that Dan CAMMISH got deleted, I think he got deleted more laps than he actually didn't get deleted in terms of an actual hot lap. But at the end of the day, when the checkered flag was waving, it really was Dan CAMMISH. So fantastic for Dan CAMMISH. I mean, this is going to be a short one. We're just talking a bit about qualifying. But if you want, if I can zoom in, this is going to be the qualifying. So Nick Hamilton at the back of the grid. No big dramas though. He's getting himself well into it. I don't think that's going to be a massive surprise in terms of this is his first session back for quite a long time. And he admittedly himself, in a really interesting interview with Steve Ryder, he said, when, this time last year at Donington, he was on the absolute high of getting the best race result he's had in the BTCC. And then for whatever reason, commercial reasons, money, sadly, he couldn't continue. No fault of Nick. And then he said he went to quite a dark place. He was really down on himself, hanging up his boots and gloves and helmet, etc. Looking at basically retiring from racing. And then this opportunity came along and he grabbed it. So from someone that hasn't done racing at all, just to get within, yes, he's a 110.097. But when you look at it, even Max Hall, the rookie, a 109.401. So Nick Hamilton, I think, has done absolutely splendid. In terms of disappointing, the two most disappointing people for me, not Max Hall, it's his first BTCC. Fair enough. Adam Morgan, what are you doing? You've got a decent car again. And what's going on? What's going on? And Stephen Jelly, what is going on? Oh dear, is all I can say. Yeah, I know it says here's Stephen's first race back since a break from the BTCC. But anyway, so let's go from pole, so sure it might be easy. So Dan CAMMISH, and we've already talked about that amazing pole position. Next up, Ash Sutton alongside him in second. And when you actually look at the times, we're talking hundreds between the top three. Between the top three, because Tom Ingram, pole was a 107.659. And we're 1100s, 107.670 for Sutton and a 107.690 for Tom Ingram. Three people that could potentially win the championship, and it is so close. Dan Rowbottom is fourth. In fifth is Ronan Pearson. In sixth is Tom Chilton. Sadly, his car decided just not to work very well. 7th is Josh Cook. I was really disappointed he didn't make it to the top 6, but he's best of the rest, so to speak. Big shock as well, but not as shocking, for example, as Adam Morgan, I think. It's Jake Hill in 8th, the world, well, not the world champion, but the British touring car champion. Is 8th. He was quite disappointed as well. Next up, we've got Aaron Taylor-Smith. Is 9th, 10th is Mikey Doble, 11th Dan Lloyd, 12th Charles Rainford. Disappointed a bit with Gordon Shedden, albeit once again it's his first time back for quite a while. 14th Sam Osborne, 15th Chris Smiley, 16th James Dawlin, 17th Michael Crease, 18th Darryl DeLeon. 19th, yeah, as we've already said, disappointing for Stephen Jelly. 20th, Aidan Mofat. 21st, Adam Morgan. It's nice to get over 20, isn't it? 22nd, Max Hall. 23rd, Dexter Patterson. Last but no means least, 24th, Nicholas Hamilton. And why do I say it's nice to get over 20? Because there were only 20 competitors last year. So this is One Motorsport. Strong showing for Josh to put himself on the 4th row, while Stephen will be looking to fight his way forward. Let's hope. Once again, lovely. I'm still undecided. This car, I'm loving it. But then I saw Max Hall's car again. I'm loving that too. It's going to be a battle in my brain between now and the last race in October and to what the best livery is. So qualifying done, WSR. I mean, disappointing. 12th, 18th and 20th. Well done, Mr. Rainford. I'm disappointed in Darryl and Aidan Mofat. Now, the rumour was, or not the rumour, but they were saying that Colin Turkington was there trying to help them with the setup because they seem to be struggling. Isn't that something we said in our preview? We said they may struggle without a very level-headed, a very experienced Colin Turkington in the car. And is that exactly what's happened? You have to wonder, don't you, when you end up taking it? It would have been, I imagine it may have been a money thing. Why Colin Turkington couldn't go is maybe his sponsors had gone or they weren't paying enough, which is really sad. I mean, I get this with Formula One as well. This is the top national championship in terms of car racing in the UK and in terms of people watching. And the fact that, you need to pay lots of money to be there, it's just so wrong, isn't it? I understand, but it's just so wrong. So qualifying results as well for Tom Ingram, P3, and Team Virtue, Michael Crease, Tom Chilton, P6, good. Adam Morgan, yeah. So I think for me the most disappointing guy is Adam Morgan, P21. Guy of qualifying though, I mean, it's going to be this guy here, isn't it? Pole position. I thought he could. Tom Ingram looked so dominant in practice. It looked like it wasn't going to happen, but yes, thankfully it actually did. So once again, an absolute well done to Mr. CAMMISH. If you made it to the end, that's absolutely fantastic. If you didn't, that's fine as well. But if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. That will give us a big smile going into BTCC Sunday. I'm speechless now. Okay, we will speak to you next time. Thank you very much for watching, but above all else, stay safe.